Hey y'all, I'm Charla and welcome back to our home. I'm so excited to have y'all here for dessert week. At first, whenever Pauline announced this competition, I had in my mind picked out every recipe that I was going to make for the next 8 weeks. And then the rules came out. And then it said you only have 60 minutes to make your whole entire dish. And my cream cheese pound cake that I spent years perfecting, as in getting it like my grandmother's, takes an hour and a half to bake. My husband and I went to my favorite restaurant for dinner for my birthday. And as we sat there tasting our Nutella pie, I was thinking about how many times I've looked up Nutella pie for trying to find a recipe online, looking in cookbooks, and then I had to do it. I asked the waiter if they by any chance give out the recipe. And did you know that he said no to this accent? That man, but he did not give me that recipe. So he left me no choice but to sit and savor every bite of the Nutella pie and decipher and break the code. And guess what? I think we did. Now, the thing is I think, and I'm pretty positive, that they use mascarpone cheese. But then, it was like a choir of angels. I think Philadelphia cream cheese angels started singing as the heavens opened, and I looked at Tim and I said, what if we use cream cheese with this? Okay, so let's go through the ingredients for this amazing pie. 2 8-ounce packages of whipped Philadelphia cream cheese. 1 cup of Nutella. And did you know that I did not know about Nutella until I went to France in graduate school? And then I came home and found it in the grocery store and realized, like, where had it been all my life? This stuff is amazing. And then my other, third favorite spread, creamy peanut butter. The 3 of these together, it's beyond phenomenal, let me just tell y'all. And then mixed into 1 9-inch graham cracker pie crust. We're gonna freeze it for at least 45 minutes. And then I just can't tell you, this is amazing. This is a really good pie, and I have to admit, I'm pretty impressed with Tim and I for breaking it down. So let's start to mixing our ingredients. I have 1 cup of Nutella spread. Just gonna put it into my mixing bowl. See how rich and creamy. I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon of creamy peanut butter. What we noticed is, if you haven't had Nutella, Nutella is a hazelnut chocolate spread. So you can taste the hazelnut, but it doesn't have a very strong flavor. But we noticed that the Nutella pie that we've enjoyed over the years has a hint of peanut butter. And all that does is just kind of accentuates the hazelnut and the nutty flavor. Now, as the choir of Philadelphia cream cheese angels were singing to us, we decided that you want to use whipped Philadelphia cream cheese because this is a very rich and decadent flavor. But what's really cool with my recipe is that the texture isn't really, it's more light and fluffy, and it's because of the whipped Philadelphia cream cheese. To be honest, this just helps you enjoy more of it because you're not just having 1 bite saying I can't have more. Because when you taste this, you are going to want more. Now, I have all of this into my mixing bowl, as you can see. Look, it already looks pretty. These are very thick ingredients, so rather than sitting here and trying to stir it all together, I'm going to use my hand mixer. But just remember, we're not beating this. All we're doing with the hand mixer is to quickly get all the ingredients combined. Those are going to be some good beaters to be later. We're going to put this into a 9-inch graham cracker pie crust. And you know, whenever we fill out our recipes on the Real Women of Philadelphia website, we always have to put serving size. And The serving for this is it yields 1 9-inch pie. But I was trying to think, like, how many people would this serve? And so I looked on the packaging for my pie crust. And did you know that it said 1/8? I mean, seriously. How wrong is that to cut a pie into 8 pieces? So, just so you know, it yields 1 pie. You can be as generous or stingy as you want to be with your pie, but I wouldn't cut it in more than 6 pieces. I think I heard one time that somebody said it takes a really mean lady to cut a pie into more than 4 pieces. That's probably being a little gluttonous, but we'll go with 6. I'm just going to spread this evenly into my pie crust. Alright, there is our Nutella pie. I'm going to put this in the freezer for at least 45 minutes. Because I like it with a little chill on it. If you leave it in there longer, which you're more than welcome to do, I mean, you can make this the day before you're going to have people over to your house. Would make sure to take it out for a while because it'll be kind of hard to cut. So it's nice to have just the way they serve it at this restaurant where I like to have it is you can taste like the little bit of ice crystals in it, but it's not hard. It's still soft to eat. So I would leave it, you know, take it out and let it kind of warm up a little bit for maybe 30 minutes to an hour. So I'm going to put this in the freezer, but don't worry, I have a piece of pie for y'all to try. And I'll show you how we plate it up, and it looks beautiful. Okay, y'all, so I told you last week whenever I was making the creamy shrimp pasta, that dessert was a surprise for Tim. This was the surprise, Nutella pie with whipped Philadelphia cream cheese, Nutella, and peanut butter on a graham cracker crust. I saved a piece from last week's dessert. Well, it was only a couple of days ago, so just so I could show you the finished product of what I just mixed up and put in the freezer. Remember, we're going to freeze it for at least 45 minutes. Now I want to show you how this beautiful pie looks after it's been all nice and decorated, and let me just tell you, it's going to get even better. So to top this off, I'm going to use caramel ice cream topping. So I'm just drizzling the caramel sauce on top, and it looks even cooler like when it starts to kind of drip down the side of the pie. Just like that. And now, oh, y'all, look at that. So good. Is it going to get any better? Yes, because we're going to use chocolate syrup. If you have your own chocolate sauce, then by all means. One last touch. Let's see, what side are we going to put it on? A little dollop of homemade whipped cream. I don't know about y'all, but I can't wait to get into this. And actually, I might let Tim have this piece, and I'll just save the other pie and have that one for myself while he's playing golf. What I want you to know is this is awesome, and it tastes just as good as one of my favorite restaurants. I have to tell you, this just goes to show that 3 ingredients can be fast, and it can be impressive, and it can be delicious. And especially when the 3 ingredients are Philadelphia whipped cream cheese, Nutella, and peanut butter. You can't go wrong. So thanks again for this great opportunity. I'll see y'all next week.